The Haida people have inhabited Haida for around 13,000 years. They have a long history of success, strength, resistance, and reivindication. This story is about a moment in Haida's history, three places, two traditions, and a supernatural being guiding the community through their journey. Lepas Bay was an important commercial area for the Haida people. Given its convenient connection to Custa through a 1 kilometer trail, Lepas Bay was the center of trade of sea otter pelt, seal for, abalone shells, and others. Through this spot, the Haida established connections with other tribes and countries, including tribes living in Alaska, California, Russians, and Chinese people in the maritime fur trade era between 1790s and 1840s. It was also in this place where the first recorded contact with Europeans happened in 1774, when a ship commanded by Juan Perez arrived into the bay looking for land to colonize for the Spanish crown. For a space of nearly 20 years after that, the Haidas maintained trade relationships with the Europeans before the process of colonization started in the 1850s, imposed by the need of owning the land during the gold rush era. Haidas lived and thrived in Custa for thousands of years. The word Custa means where the trail comes out, referring to the trail that connected the village with Lepas Bay. With a population of over 300 people before 1830s and 12 houses, Custa is one of the oldest archaeological sites of human use in British Columbia. During this time, many ceremonies for the installation of chiefs happen in the town. The process of becoming a chief is not easy. It requires guidance from the elders of the community and the spiritual realm, where supernatural beings live. Some leadership and decision-making guidance will happen before the potlatch ceremony, and the new chief will receive the support of his community. During the potlatch ceremony, the new chief will be dressed by the opposite clan and brought into the meat house for the celebration. The potlatch will include several dances and songs for the new chief, and eventually he will give a speech and promise the community to do good for them. Between 1830s and 1851, the town was hit by the smallpox pandemic, decimating the population. Chief Edward Edenshaw made the decision of moving the remaining members of his community to Kung, a thriving village located 40 kilometers east from Custa in the Naden Harbor. With the good favors of the fine weather woman, the Haidas, formerly living in Cusca, endured the 40 kilometers of navigation to Kang. Hopefully, she and his son would have provided the Haida with good weather. During this difficult time, the Haidas sang the battle song as a way to connect with their ancestors and look for strength and hope. It was a way to keep the spirit high in what was probably the most traumatic event in this community's history. This song is still sung today at potlatches as a way to teach younger generations and to commemorate this episode in history. After at least 9 hours of paddling, the Haidas from Cusco arrived in Gang, a thriving village that received them in the native harbor. The tribes continued to receive the impacts of the smallpox pandemic, and finally they abandoned Kang and moved to Masset around 1870. The rediscovery program started in 1978 in Lepus Bay, today a natural reserve. This program intends to reconnect the youth with their roots and reestablish their connection with the land and with the ancestral practices of the Haida people. Several activities like singing, foraging, navigating, dancing, and others are included in the program. Since its foundation in 1978, the program has expanded to 21 camps in British Columbia and Alberta. The program working in Lepus Bay also includes a visit to Custa to observe and commemorate the triple mortuary pole that is still in place. Kang, on the other hand, is not part of the rediscovery program for now, but it is considered an Indian reserve under the administration of the Haida Nation.